can't hear me, but I'm on the Ryobi riding lawnmower. I'll show you in a second. So, sorry about the loud noise before, but I figured I'd turn it off, and introduce you to the putt-putt. We call it the putt-putt. This is the Ryobi electric or battery-operated lawnmower, the 480E. Love it. We got it last summer, and then this winter we actually put on Snowblade. And I think it was a YouTuber that I started following, Dan and Jack, or Jack and Dan, who's been doing reviews over this one for years. They had issues with the blade, and I'm not mechanically inclined to do anything there, so we'll see what happens. But just wanted to show you my toy. If anybody's looking for something electric, I just love the fact that I don't have to go to the gas station and get gas and load it up and blah blah blah. Let me just zoom out a little bit. See, I even have a cup holder. Where's my drink, honey? Anyways, here's the settings. So your blade height, you could lift the blade if you're going over a bump or something. It's pressurized seat, so when you get off and it's running, it starts beeping at you. You could lock it in park, like an emergency brake. Let's go over to the other side to the controls. This is where you charge your battery. The batteries are down in here. We tried a different kind of cup holder. It don't work too well. It bounces too much. All right, here's the controls. Here I could even plug in my phone if I needed to. On off. This tells you how much battery life is left. You could even do nighttime mowing because you got lights. You can go in cruise control. This is the reverse mode. It keeps the blade on, and this is the blade on off. And then forward, neutral, and reverse. Very easy. You just toggle and away you go. This is the handle for the blade to lift it up or to lower it. This is your, we'll call it a gas pedal, but this is to make you advance. It's got great turning abilities. So let me take you on it, show you how the grass is going and how it's maneuvering. I'm not too sure how good of a video it will be, but we'll see what happens. Look at that. I love it. Off we go. Okay, so that's a full go around. I just wanted to show you that, and let me show you how fast this thing goes. It's pretty fast. I'm going slow because I was doing around the edges, and also the grass / weeds are pretty thick. So I want to make sure the blade gets them all. So I'm going to just show you how fast it goes. Watch this. It's pretty cool, all the lights dancing there in the video, but in real life they're not moving at all. So this is a fully charged. You see the blue line every once in a while showing up there. This is a full charge battery now. Okay, this is how we get started on the Ryobi lawnmower. I'm trying to do this through the lens. Get in there. On. You see we're flashing. So we're in neutral right now. Before I go to do that, I'm going to put my reverse mode on. So that means the blade will continue to function while I go in reverse. And this is off because I can't push it down and I have to pull up. But let me finish first. Put that in forward. Okay, gonna lower my blade. Pull it out. And I set it, oops. I set it down to 1.5 inches. Okay. Here we go. Oops. Pull up. The lawn is now complete. I'm so happy I have this. It's the 480E. Let me show you. You may not think I needed it, but that's my yard. You just got a 360. There goes Bean. He hears the neighbors. Bijou. Hi, Bijou. Come on, Pito. Great job. This is 1.5 inches. So there's the back of the property. As far as I can. As you can see, we have our branch compost pile right here. So there you go. That's the back of my house there. So why do I cut? Well, worth the money in my case for a backyard area of 270 feet by 66 feet wide. Grass is finished. Let's go for a ride to bring her back. Hi, Bean. Hi, Bijou. Hello, flowers. Hello, flowers to go into the ground. And more flowers and fruit trees. All right, I gotta move this panel in order to go through that gate. To go around and park it in the garage, because that's where we have the electricity and it's insulated, so in the wintertime it's better for the Ryobi to be inside for your battery life. So we just put it there all the time. Let's get to it. Here's a view from the front, well, from the back of the house, facing back to the rest of the property. We were right there before when I was videoing back. It gives you an idea of where everything is. And for those of you who haven't seen the other video about my fencing, those corrugated plastic panels are there to stop the boys from peeing into the flower garden. Oddly enough, they don't do it up here at the front part. It's always back there. And then this fencing I got off of Facebook Marketplace. All those panels and posts for a really, that's my thumb, really good deal. But it's fenced off the deck so that I could have a little area where I could probably walk around barefoot if I wanted to, but it's dog free. So a lot of times I put my seedlings there, all my dahlias that I pot up and wait for them to sprout before I plant them. I'll talk about that in another video. And any plants that I buy that I haven't put into the ground right away. So that's the back deck. So when you hear me say the back deck garden, this is where I'm talking about. And we'll bring you there one day and show you. But in the meantime, I gotta move this panel, unlock the gate, and I'll bring you guys around to where the garage is. Okay, came through that side. I gotta move the gate back so the pups don't come through while I have the gate open. I'll show you that gate open because that leads out to the busy street. So to be safe, we get through one door, close it, and then we open the next door. Let's go. Back it up. Back it up. Get back. Come on, move it. It's a baby. You're such a goofball. All right. That's enough for me to get through here. And you guys stay there. And then just for now, because I'll come back and bolt it all up. Because we won't need to cut this grass for probably a couple weeks, depending on the rain we get. So now they're safe behind there. And then I will go now and do this gate. This is a little compost leaf pile. So just take some leaves and block it so it doesn't swing closed. And then we got this latch. Should lift that. There we go. And then plop it there. And we're going out there. Okay. Sorry, the sweater's in the way. On, forward. We don't need the blade. Make sure it's in down. And all you do is press on the pedal. Look how quiet that is. Isn't that awesome? There we go. And it's so funny because there's so many people, when they see me come out, they look like, what the heck is she doing with a riding lawnmower on her property? Well, they don't know what's behind me. Okay. Turn her around. I gotta do two hands, so I'll bring you back in after. Okay, there she's parked. Ready for next time. Final assessment. Well, not final, but today's assessment of the Ryobi riding lawnmower 480E. I like its movability. I also like its ease in functions, so like going forward, reversing, the fact that I could keep the blade running while I'm in reverse. What else? The seat is very comfortable. I don't know if I showed you this before, but the chute lifts up. You could put a bagger on here. So versatility is there. Con, right now I don't think I have any cons. Maybe the only con was when I was mowing with the tall grass, it did clog up a lot in here, so I had to stop and remove it myself. Major con, the cup holder is too shallow. It doesn't hold anything in there if you got a bumpy piece of property, which I do. That's another project for future, or to level off the yard. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I guess another con is the accessories that come or could be used on the lawnmower. So like the blade, you could angle it once. It's not easy to move, so you would have to stop, pull the pin, re-angle it, and then lock it back into that spot. Traction for the winter time, I'll have to show this to you in a future video, but traction isn't so good in the winter. Oh, there is a rear wagon that you could purchase, but apparently only in the States. You can't get it up in Canada, because I would love to have that. If you've seen my previous videos, I'm moving a lot of dirt by wheelbarrow, completely manpower or woman power, person power. So I would love to have been able to buy that, but it's not available up in Canada. It's only available in the States, and they won't ship it up here. And I guess the other con is everything Ryobi up in Canada is almost 2 times the price of what it is in the States. So affordability is there. So quite the price tag. Also, yeah, another con I think I mentioned in the video is you got to keep it inside where it's protected from the really cold weather of, Canada. So that your batteries have a longer life, right? It has to stay warmer. It can't freeze. I guess those are my cons. So personally, I give this let's say an 8 out of 10, because affordability and the accessories are what makes it lose 2 stars. Other than that, I'm really happy with this. The fact that I don't have to carry and hold and store gas cans for my mower, and for me, I was doing a push mower for that backyard. It would take me a few hours, maybe an hour if the grass was kept short, and a couple hours to maybe 3 or 4 hours if I left it long like it was in this video. So I'm pleased with that. All right, so if you like the review, please go ahead and give me a comment, like it, maybe share it with somebody who's thinking about getting a Ryobi lawnmower. I would greatly appreciate any of your support. We'll see you in the next one. I've got more Ryobi reviews coming up. Have a good one.